So remember, when you're seeing a lot of these horses at sales, they're in a stall. You don't get to put them in a round pen yourself and work them. Now, you can go do that when they're at what they call the fitters, which is fitting barns are barns where consigners will send their horses for 8 weeks before the sale. Somebody will feed them, groom them, blanket them, clip them, get them ready, and then take them to the sale for a fee, and then they present them and they get sold, okay? And so you can go look at those horses then and work them yourself in the round pen. But once they get to the sale day, you're done. You know, you can go in their stall and touch them, but you can't lunge them or move them around a round pen or anything like that. So there is a few quick little things that Doug could do to a horse to tell if the horse was soft or trainable or whatever. And one of the little tricks he would do is he'd put his hand on their nose and just press with these 2 fingers, kind of like touch and rub on their nose. You know how we get them to back up off their nose? Well, that's where it came from. So he could walk into a horse's stall and he'd press them with these 2 fingers kind of in his light palm of his hand on the bridge of the horse's nose. And what he was looking for is he's looking for those horses to tuck their head in and back off his hand, like take a step or 2 back without a lot of resistance. And he always said the really horses that are going to be good in the face and good softness wise and collect easily usually tucked their head and backed up pretty quickly. But he said if I pressed on their nose and they fucking rooted their nose out like this, or they bowed their neck up and didn't want to move their feet, he said I wouldn't buy them. Because he said that's a good indication that when you pull on the bit, they're going to root against it. They're not going to have a natural tendency to want to submit to that. Okay, and so that's a good little trick you can do to a horse in a stall. And you might say, well, Clinton, don't you have to teach the exercise touch and rub to your horse? The answer is yes, you do. But some horses, again, will naturally have an inclination to be good students, and other horses will have a natural inclination to be shitty students. You know, at school, if you would have tried to buy me as a kid at school, you would never have bought me. I was belligerent. I never wanted to be at school. I was in the back of the class. I was disruptive. If I was a person at a sale to be bought, man, I'd be a horrible fucking investment. Horrible. Now, my sister, she would have been in the first fucking row of school, perfect student, listened to the teacher, never gave trouble, always did her homework, never had to be spanked. You look at her half cross-eyed, she start crying. That's the person you buy for a good student, not Clinton Anderson. I would have been the worst horse in the world to buy that because I was too independent and too belligerent. So he was looking for horses that gave you signs of being submissive and being trainable.